Strays is about a sweet, naive dog named Reggie who loves life. And above all things, he loves his owner, Doug. But it turns out Doug is a neglectful, abusive piece of shit, for lack of a better word. And, you know, the story begins with Reggie playing another classic round of fetch and fuck, which is his favorite game to play with Doug, which is where Doug drives him far away, throws the ball, and then drives home without him. And Reggie thinks it's my job to find the ball and find my way back home. And when I bring the ball back, Doug yells out, fuck. And that's how I know I won the game. So that's sort of Reggie's perspective on the world and on Doug. And the movie begins with Doug driving very, very far away, hours into the city, dropping Reggie off. Reggie is, for the first time in his life, a stray. He meets a very streetwise dog named Bug, voiced by the amazing Jamie Foxx. And Bug takes him under his wing, teaches him that stray life is the best life. You don't need an owner. And Reggie realizes for the first time that he was in a horrible, toxic relationship and decides that he would like to get revenge on Doug. So with the help of Bug and Bug's two friends, these four dogs go on an incredible journey to get revenge by biting Doug's dick off. So it's just a classic, heartwarming family tale. I thought it would probably be just a spoof, you know, a spoof of dog films, which seemed funny, but probably not for me. And what really surprised me was just how much heart the script had and the depth it went into, and that these were actually fully complex, fully developed characters, even though they were dogs. And so that, I think, is really what hooked me in. And I think that's, you know, when I think of all my favorite films in the comedy world, be it, you know, 40-Year-Old Virgin or 21 Jump Street or, you know, or Superbad, they're really loud and fun comedically, but then there's a depth to them and there's heart. And I think that's what surprised me. And that's really what hooked me in. You know, in many ways, I remember thinking, like, this reminded me of films like Stand By Me and Breaking Away, and these kind of like where your friends become your family type of stories. And it just felt much more elevated than I anticipated. And that's really when I got hooked in. The day he finally said yes, he told me, he was in the car, Will was in the car with his 13-year-old son, Axel. And he had read the script and loved it, had a conversation with me, which was great. And he said to Axel, hey, would you want to see a movie where I play a little dog, and the movie's kind of dogs, but they're filthy mouthed, it's R-rated, and my goal is to bite off my mean owner's dick? And, you know, Axel said, yes, Dad, absolutely, you have to do that film. So a big thanks to Will's 13-year-old son for getting Will involved in the project.